Out to the pin, attack, another good dig by Bilinovich. Orzol couldn't get it to go down. Williams sends it to the corner for the kill.
Nice kill for Penn State, but those digs by Bilinovich are the game changer. She's not only getting hands on the ball, but she's putting the ball to target, or at least 10 feet off the net, keeping it in play, allowing their setter to run the offense.
Penn State looking better now, closing to within 2, and there's an ace by Grimes, and a big celebration afterward.
When I asked Katie Schumacher-Colley to describe Grimes, she said she brings the energy, and you can see that after the ace, doing an actual fist pump in the air. I'm here for it.
Yeah, that was a great celebration after that ace. Penn State's within 1. Ashburn with a set. That attack is absolutely perfect. Franklin coming out of the back row.
Franklin with a perfect swing. Penn State doing nothing wrong. It's just that hard of an attack from Franklin.
That broke a 4-0 Penn State run. And back to serve now, Yulia Orzol. Little miscommunication there. Nobody knew where the ball was for a second. And Williams overhits it, point Wisconsin.
We talk about how momentum's contagious. Sometimes errors are as well. Penn State looking very out of system. Williams not able to fix that adjustment, make the ball go over and in.
Orzol with a 4.0 GPA with a nice serve as well. Good block. Blocked by Franklin on the right side. Williams hits back into the block. And Hart and Robinson say not in here.
Hart, who is 6th in the nation in blocks per set. You can see why. Look at her turn those hands back and making sure she is lined up perfectly with Robinson.
Wisconsin out blocking Penn State right now, 6-0. Elisaya puts that up to Holland. She's blocked again. Hart with the solo.
An actual block party going on here in Wisconsin. And now the Badgers need to keep an eye out. Will the Nittany Lions start rolling or tipping? This is where the defense has to be quick on their feet.
Orzol with a nice run behind the service line. Elisaya going to Williams, as you might expect, and Williams delivers. Guchigan tried her best, but there's just too much heat on that swing.
Cash Williams not only bringing the heat, but bringing the attitude, getting her team pumped up, staying super aggressive but efficient at the same time.
So that breaks a 4-0 Wisconsin run. And Wisconsin has the 4-point lead here at home. Guchigan with the serve receive. Franklin hit hands, and Franklin gets the kill.
Franklin's so good at that cut shot. She was a little out of tempo in that approach, dropped her thumb, made that ball literally cut in front of the 10-foot line.
Sarah Franklin, 2-time all-region selection, came over from Michigan State. Elisaya back to Williams, pushed it over, denied. Williams goes line, goes out, point Wisconsin.
Wisconsin fully testing Williams right now. And that block we saw, Williams hitting it into the block, that could be on purpose to let her reset from the coverage.
Another Penn State timeout, as Wisconsin still is without a hitting error, and 11 committed by Penn State so far. Well, coverage of the Division I Women's Volleyball Championship continues Saturday at 4 Eastern on ESPNU. For more information on match times and listings, visit ncaa.com, your home for all 90 NCAA championships. So what a day of volleyball across the nation. And these fans, some of them were here as early as 9 a.m. because a part of this facility, the field house, is general admission. And there are people here that have been sitting in the same seats for decades. There's no way they're going to give up those seats, even though it's an NCAA tournament. But you can just feel the passion here of the fan base. It's a treat just to watch volleyball in this building.
And the fan base, this reason is why it's so important for teams to make every match count during regular season play, because you want that home court advantage. You want the thousands of fans up with you rather than against you. But I'm pretty sure Penn State's down for the challenge.
So the Badgers trying to keep that 20-match win streak alive. Up 18-12 here in the opening set. They have not dropped a set in the tournament. The Pitt Panthers were also in that same category until they dropped a set against Florida earlier today. Pitt is in the regional final, awaiting the winner of this tomorrow night. Guchikin to serve. Elisaya setting Williams, and Williams sends that out. Now the hitting errors continue to multiply for Penn State. That is the 12th on the Nittany Lions so far. They just haven't been able to find a way to put the ball down. Guchkin, lefty serve at that. Crawford was there with a block for Wisconsin. Ashburn with the set over to Evans or Robinson. Franklin into the block. Williams. Guchkin one-armed it, kept it alive. And it's going to be Penn State's point. Franklin just could not get that block to fall down in the court. And the kill will be credited to Katie Clark, number 11 for Penn State.
What a rally from the Badgers and Nittany Lions. Penn State starting to get more comfortable being in front of these Wisconsin fans.
Elisaya back to serve. What an impact she's had this year for Penn State. Another lefty. And that lefty serve is just coming at you differently than you're used to seeing it.
That serve is what Katie Schumacher-Cauley said is the key to the game. She said we have to take Wisconsin out of system starting with this serve, because when they're in system, we've seen it's very hard to defend the Badgers.
Off the net. Ashburn runs over to get it. Was it touched? Yes. Point Wisconsin. The kill credited to Sarah Franklin.
Franklin is just so unique with how high she reaches. And she can attack the ball even when she's set really off the net. She's super confident and she knows how to be aggressive while staying efficient.
Franklin had a very successful February last year when she went out to Colorado to train in the national team gym. Ended up making the top court of all the college players invited. Aaron Virtue was telling me about that yesterday. Elisaya putting up another set to Williams. We've said that a lot here in the first set. Franklin blocked, out of bounds. Point, Wisconsin.
Sarah Franklin using the hands of Penn State for her advantage. If she sees the Nittany Lions not pointing back into the court, she's going to target those hands and get that tool. Wisconsin
getting close to winning the opening set. Hamill back to serve. It can get so quiet in here. That's tight. And somehow Penn State wins a point off of that. Good effort by the Nittany Lions.
You never know what can happen when you just get a ball, a hand on the ball. A lot of good plays in this tournament just like that.
Penn State still trailing by 6. Stark serving. Her sister's going to be a Nittany Lion starting next year, an elite setter as a junior. Smrek getting another kill out of the middle.
And Smrek was super far off the net. That was not a tight set whatsoever. But she can do that. She has that 6'9" wingspan. She can reach literally over the blockers even when she's not tight.
Smrek, the MVP of the national championship last year, and coming in, the popular Jocelyn Boyer. Elisaya puts up the back set to Weatherington. Weatherington thumps it for the kill. Boom.
Big boom by Weatherington going for that line shot. And Kelly Sheffield said he's been ready for Weatherington. He said we've been working specifically on blocking her on the right side.
Villanovic's another one of those players that I just love to watch, Shelby. She's, again, like McKissick for Florida in the last match. She's just relentless in the way she pursues the ball and fires her teammates up. That's pushed over by Crawford. Weatherington. Another kill for Weatherington. And Penn State trying to fight back here before this set gets lost.
Weatherington's hot. and that's because she's playing smart. She can go for those aggressive shots, but if those hands are against her in the right way, she's going to change it up and go for that smart hit.
Bilanovic has the student section right behind her. No problem. Out of the middle, Franklin. Guchikin puts up the set. Ice up. Weatherington again. And successful on another kill. That was a perfect spot. Franklin just couldn't do anything with that defensively. And 3 straight kills for Weatherington.
This shot that Weatherington hit is so incredibly hard. Look how off balance she is. The ball's coming over her shoulder, but all she did was keep the ball over and played efficient, and it worked out. Super smart play.
So we've got a timeout right now. Let's kind of reset things in this day and night of volleyball. Everybody who wins today moves on to the regional final, which is the last 8. Texas ending the fantastic season of Marquette earlier today with a 3-1 win. And Ohio State upsetting the number 2 seed in that region, Minnesota, and ending Hugh McCutcheon's reign as head coach at Minnesota. So the Buckeyes moving on against Texas tomorrow at 6 Eastern. Coming up later tonight, right after us, we'll be heading out to Palo Alto, where we will see Kentucky and San Diego. I can't wait to get back to watch that match. And then Stanford and Houston will follow in the nightcap. And again, all the winners will come back on Saturday to play in the regional finals. We have the day off tomorrow to give these players a much-deserved rest, and these pep bands as well, because they're working hard.
When I played the flute in 5th grade, I was exhausted. Just too much effort right there. But really, the bands are what makes it for sports. And being a former athlete, that really is what gives you that momentum, whether you're at the home crowd or not.
Well, the tough thing about opponents, and Katie Schumacher-Colley's certainly not a stranger to this, on one end here you have the pep band, and on the other end zone you have the student section. So you really can't get away from noise cheering against you when you're playing here.
All by design, Sam.
There's that student section behind Bilanovic, who is the server for Penn State. Another good serve. That was tight. Elisaya settles it under it, back to Weatherington. And Weatherington now with 4 straight kills for the Nittany Lions. She's put this team on her back.
Keep going to Weatherington until Wisconsin stops her. Keep going. She's hot. She's doing it all right. She's avoiding the block while making the ball drop at the same time.
Again, this set goes to 25, win by 2. Guchkin with a good serve receive. And that just drops over. And that is the benefit of being 6'9". Good job, Anna Smrek.
Smrek's 6'9", but she's also very athletic. To be able to be in the air, out of system, but still react and make that ball go over, that's not just height and reach, that's reaction.
Even coming down, her hand was at the net, top of the net level. That was a fantastic play to stay with it. And it's a good sign for Wisconsin when Smrek is off to a good start. And she's already got 3 kills on 4 swings and a couple of blocks. Timpson to serve for Wisconsin. Weatherington with a little off speed. That's bumped over by Orzol. And the point to Penn State. Kill for Holland. The lead is 3.
Holland, who Katie Schumacher-Colley said is the vocal leader, and she has hang time. Wisconsin thought that was a block, but Holland stays in the air for so long, she's able to move that ball at the last second.
Weatherington, let's see how she does behind the service line. She's been brilliant on the right side. Hamill with the set, that's out. Smrek sent it, oh wait, a touch called. Penn State can't believe it. We may have a challenge here.
No one on the Penn State side is happy about this.
So a touch was called. The point was given to Wisconsin, but Penn State immediately reacted. Clearly, I mean, the ball went out, but the officials seemed to think there was a touch. Let's see. Smrek on the attack. And hit it right by Holland, number 20 in blue, as well as number 19, Markley.
Oh, wait. It looked, in this view right here is different. This view was like Holland's right hand moved a little bit. You see that? I didn't see that till that second look, and just a reminder that the refs have different views than we have right here, so they might be able to see something different than what we can see on our screens. Right here, watch Holland's right hand. It's a little harder to see right there, but her hand literally falls back. Like the ball pushes her hand back. Let's see right here, left of your screen. Oh, that view's a little different.
So again, a touch was called. Penn State is challenging that. Has to be clear to the official that there was no touch to have it overturned. And it is at a very significant time in this set. The call stands at set point, Wisconsin. One more look. Smrek on the attack. She hits it right through the hands of Holland. And the up judge saw a touch.
It's her left hand. See how her fingers of the left hand moved a little bit? All right, Sam, what do you think? You think it's a touch or no?
I'm not getting in this.
I will. I think she touched it. Doesn't matter what I think, but this is my guess. I think Holland touched it, but at first look, I didn't think so.
I spent the entire season trying to guess what they're challenging and then trying to guess who's right, and I'm always wrong.
You got some right.
All right, Penn State wins the challenge. So no touch. Penn State will keep 2 challenges now, and more importantly, Wisconsin will not be at set point, as it's 23-21 now, and Penn State has won 6 of the last 7 points, still in the hunt. As we go to 25, win by 2. Weatherington sent the serve out, and now it is set point for Wisconsin, and wholesale subs coming in.
And those challenges can be used in a way as timeouts. And you talk about icing the server. That's not just that timeout. That's any length of period like a challenge.
Izzy Ashburn brought in to serve off the bench. Set point, Wisconsin. Elisaya has to chase it. Dug up by Guchikin. Orzol. Markley dug again by Guchikin. Orzol ends the set for the Badgers. So Wisconsin survives quite a challenge late in that set from Penn State. And it is Kelly Sheffield's Badgers who hang on and win it 25-21 as the Badgers end up hitting 345 in that first set. Only 1 hitting error, and they ride it to victory. They're up a set. Wisconsin taking the opening set here in Madison, the capital of Wisconsin. In fact, the governor's here at this match tonight. Bucky Badger's always here. But Shelby, it's interesting. A lot of times when you look at stats after a sheet, you have to kind of digest them for a second to figure out what happened. Not in this match. It is just absolutely clear the 2 things that Wisconsin did that gave them that set.
Wisconsin had 1 hitting error. Penn State had 12. Penn State put 12 points on a platter and literally gave it to the Badgers. Yes, Wisconsin's block is amazing right now. They're hitting great. But for Penn State, you're not even putting yourself in a position to win that first set with those errors.
The other thing is blocks. Wisconsin outblocked Penn State 7-0. But Penn State, being the gritty team they are, they almost stole that set from Wisconsin. So if you're a Nittany Lion fan, be proud of the effort from the Nittany Lions. And now that they're settling in, let's see if they can challenge Wisconsin here in the second. This is a team on a 20-match win streak. It'll be Izzy Ashburn serving to start set number 2. Good serve from Ashburn. Elisaya with the set over to Holland. Orzol. Williams had a lot of time. Good dig by Guchigan. Orzol down the line, kill.
Julia Orzol is so fun to watch because of how springy she is, her approach, her style, and how she just reaches, drops that pinky, makes that ball roll right into the right back corner and doing it with swag.
So Wisconsin strikes first here to start the second set. Williams just has to send it over. Free ball here for Wisconsin. Robinson, perfect.
Robinson just so lethal on the right side. And Kelly Sheffield said it's going to be a matchup between Cash and Devin. He said it's like George Foreman and Muhammad Ali. It's going to be a knockout.
Well, right now it's Robinson with 3 kills on 4 swings. Williams has 4 kills on 16 swings. Holland goes cross court with that attack into Ashburn. Here's Robinson again. She was right in front of Williams. She'll attack one more time. Block was there twice. Now Williams goes at Robinson again. Out of the back row. What a block. The first block of the match for Penn State, and it comes courtesy of Allie Holland.
Suffocating block by Allie Holland. ISO block, one-on-one. That's something Katie Schumacher-Colley said that we can do. She said, I'm confident when my players have a good read, only need one blocker on our opponents.
Holland now rotates back to serve. Coach also told us what a student of the game Holland is. Loves to study film. Orzol created that, but hit it a little long. Gives you an idea of the versatility of Orzol to even attempt that shot. Penn State, Holland, when she serves, she's serving looking into that student section, and they're trying to distract her all they can. And a kill by Orzol again. Fantastic match for Orzol again from Poland. That's her 3rd kill. Started learning English when she was 10 years old. She didn't have the English barrier to break that Guchkin did. Now, point actually is Penn State's. And now the point goes to Wisconsin as Allen says, my bad, with the service error.
An aggressive service error from Holland. There's good errors and bad error. A bad error is in the net, but Holland was trying to test the chest of the Badgers, make them back up. Didn't work out, but it was aggressive.
It's just such an atmosphere for the opposing team here. And Allie Hart gets them fired up. Danielle Hart just crushes that from the middle.
And it's all on Danielle Hart's timing. And look, her body's not even up with her left side. She moves her hands at the last second. That's an adjustment making in real time.
Hart missed last season with the torn ACL. She's a fascinating individual. Good dig. Here's Franklin. And Franklin can't clear the net. Point Penn State.
For Penn State, it's all about getting that ball at the service line and holding on to it. Don't just get one. Try and get 2 points. Go on a mini run.
Elisaya now back to serve. It's her first NCAA tournament. She came in from Cal Bakersfield. Penn State has won 6 of 7 points and now 7 of 8.
It's always scary when the players run towards the stands, but it's extra scary right now because there's actually a step on the court. So these players don't have a straight run through. They have to be conscious of when they get off the blue floor.
So Penn State looking good right now, taking the 1-point lead here early in the second. Ashburn out to Robinson. Elisaya, and that doesn't clear the net. Attack error by Katie Clark, point Wisconsin, and we're tied at 5.
Katie Clark coming in for the 1, but it was super far off the net. That's not when you can be aggressive and go for a cut shot. Got to get the ball over and in.
Here are the fans when Guchkin goes back, so they're not booing, they're chanting her name. Weatherington blocked. Crawford and Robinson were a fortress.